today. He won't want to be letting Mo'unga get too far in front of him, because when Nash pushed the button on Mo'unga, he's very, very sharp and he's going to take some running down. So big moment for Dylan Gibbons, but yeah, number 7, Montefilia for me.
I'm also with Montefilia. I think she's made that beautiful improvement that you wanted to see from her second up today. She's got an electric second up record. So Montefilia for both Corey and I.
2, 7, 8, 3. I, along with the others, have got a bit of confidence in Mo'unga today. He's third up. He's ready for a peak performance at 2,000 metres, and I think he'll be awfully hard to get past. Dangers is definitely Montefilia, who's been prepared beautifully to peak second up here on Group 1 day. Hinged will run much better this week, getting a soft run just behind probably Mo'unga. And best of the rest is Dubai Honour. Don't know what to expect from him. Lovely horse who's handled the situation pretty well here today. 2, 7, 8 and 3, Glenn.
Yeah, well, the M's certainly have it, Ronnie. Mo'unga. As much as $4 this morning, into as short as $2.80 where it is now. And this is the second time it's touched $2.80. It got back out to $2.90 and it's back into $2.80. But clear favourite here. Montefilia on the second line are betting at $5.50. Her best has been $6.50. Then we go to Dubai Honour. Well, he went up $4.40 this morning. He's out to $6 and he has touched $6.50. Gold Trip, who went up the favourite this morning at $3.80, is now equal third favourite as a $6 chance. Then we've got Hinged. She's been around the $6 chance. El Bodygon, one of the owners, just featuring there, Peter Tighe. It's a $13 pop. He's been 15 into 13 today. And Banker's Choice has been 18, got into as short as 15. It's back to 18. But I think the surprising aspect here, Greg, is how short Mo'unga is compared to the rest of the field. And I'd like to be jockeying for that shade there at the outside of the barriers.
Amazing. Mo'unga here, who is a Group 1 winner on this day. He won the Rosehill Guineas in brilliant fashion as a 3-year-old. Ali Mosley is behind the gates.
Yeah, that shade is hot property out here, and I think that's where they'll be sticking. First horse I saw come over here was Banker's Choice, and is stuck solid with the pony and doing everything right so far, which is what you like to see. And he just seems to be over the odds for mine. He's not doing anything wrong at all. Mo'unga is the one we all want to know about. He's come across well. He is one who can get a little bit up on his toes when he gets out here behind the barriers, and that is not what he's doing today. Nash is keeping him really nice and settled, doing everything right. He's come on beautifully. He did everything right in the yard as well, so I can see why he's our favourite. Montefilia's just popped into view. She's over in the shade there, and she has barely turned a hair. Of all these horses getting really warm, she looks particularly well. We're about to see Hinged. She'll head straight in. She's come through the run last week in fantastic order, and now we have Dubai Honour about to load away. This is the one I was really looking forward to seeing. I had a look at him out the back of the stalls, as we did with a lot of these internationals coming through, and for an international horse to come out here on such a hot day and present as well and as quiet as he has, that's a big tick for him. We've got El Bodygon at the moment, who's just a little bit wary of going forward, so he's just being a little bit tricky, and no knock at all on Gold Trip, so all is well here out the back.
And a big crowd down there at the start as El Bodygon moves up and will be just about set. So Mo'unga, a winner of a Group 1 on this day 2 years ago. Montefilia trying to go back-to-back in this race, the Ranvet. And William Haggis, he set a day round twice in the Ranvet for a win and a second. Very elegant. He saddles up Dubai Honour here. And Ryan Moore in the saddle, who's riding Shinzo in the slipper. All right, up to Darren for the Ranvet, second Group 1 of the day.
Chiva teaming up with Annabelle Neesham here today, having run so well in the Chipping Norton Stakes in a race where they went along at a very strong gallop. He's showing us he's very much a stallion here today in Mo'unga, and we wait the call up there as Banker's Choice is about to move in. Mickey D aboard, and Mo'unga here in the New Haven Silks is about to move in. So waiting on the call up of Mo'unga along with Gold Trip. So we're getting close now for a jump here in the Group 1 Ranvet Stakes. What an intriguing race, this year's edition. Dubai Honour, Ryan Moore having his first look at Rosehill today. Aboard Shinzo in the slipper later on. There's the light, and we're ready to go now. Gates are back here on the rampart, and Hinge jumped really well off the inside, and quickly in a stride was Mo'unga, immediately moving forward on the outside of El Bodigan. Dubai Honour settles in fourth, then came Montefilia from Banker's Choice, and the Melbourne Cup winner Gold Trip's going to settle last of all. So it's Hinged in front of Mo'unga, who's pressing on the outside. Nash is having a look over the shoulder to see if James is going to hand up on Hinged. He hasn't done so as yet. Hinged is booting through there on Mo'unga, and the pair go stride for stride heading to the back. Meantime, Dubai Honour is slipping right through on the running rails and goes into a clear third in front of El Bodigan. A length and a half to last year's winner Montefilia. Gold Trip's gone up the fence now, and Banker's Choice is last of all. So Hinged is going to hold down the lead going to the back, and Hinged is 2 lengths clear from Mo'unga. Dubai Honour goes to a clear third there at the 1200 metres. A length then to El Bodigan, 2 after Montefilia, followed then by Gold Trip, and Banker's Choice is still the last one. So Hinged is looking to make all in the Rambert Stakes. Leads by 2 lengths at the 1000 from Mo'unga. Then came Dubai Honour tucked away on the rails, 3/4 further back to El Bodigan. Then Gold Trip and Montefilia. They're racing head and head, and 2 lengths away to Banker's Choice. Now Nash starts to turn the screws on Mo'unga. He moved up on the outside of Hinged, a long way from home. It's Hinged and Mo'unga going stride for stride now, and Dubai Honour stalking the pair in third. Montefilia is taking off on the outside of El Bodigan. Then Gold Trip and Banker's Choice coming to the turn. Hinged has still got something in the locker, and Hinged found a length and a half on Mo'unga, and now Ryan Moore's pushing into the clear on Dubai Honour. Montefilia coming down the outside. Dubai Honour moved up on the outside of Hinged. They're clear then from Montefilia. Mo'unga can't go on. It is William Haggis going to do it again. Dubai Honour's 3 lengths clear. Last year's winner Montefilia can't get there, and Dubai Honour can't handle a dry track. Look at him go. Dubai Honour ripped clear to win it by 5 lengths to Montefilia. Mo'unga third, followed then by Hinged, Gold Trip, further back to Banker's Choice and El Bodigan.
Bring on the Queen Elizabeth. Bring on the Queen Elizabeth. William Haggis has done it again. This time with Ryan Moore, he's bolted in. Dubai Honour. Perhaps even more impressive than Adabe in another year. 169 Group 1 wins for that man, Ryan Moore. 169. World class. 28 on the board for William Haggis. There's only need to talk about one horse.
Boy, what have we got here? He's just a genius, the bloke. He is a genius, and Ryan Moore was giggling when Nash went up and says, speed it up a bit here, James, and he just angled off. Away he goes, put some margin in, some good horses there. $8 into $4.50 for the Queen Elizabeth. Animo $1.90 out to $2.50, and maybe they're going to get closer together as we get towards this race, and if it rains, he might start favourite.
That was ultra impressive. When he come off Hinge's back, I thought he was just going to win by a length, maybe 2 lengths, but once he really got up into 5th gear, he was super impressive, run through the line. The Beaten Brigade, Montefilia had a chance. She rolled up like she was going to put herself right in it, but these overseas stays are just too tough.
7 Australian wins now for William Haggis, and hopefully William this year will come out for the championships. Look at the gap to a 4-time Group 1 winner in Montefilia, a 2-time Group 1 winner in Mo'unga, a Group 1 winner in Hinged, and Dubai Honour has made them look second rate on a track that wasn't supposed to be to his liking. Okay, Isabella Paul, we'll talk to her again here in Australia. She was here with Adabe for his second trip out to Australia. And she's already handled 1 winner, Protagonist, last Saturday. In fact, she's gone all the way down to lead Dubai Honour in, so we'll let her go. We'll get Izzy when she comes back. She's gone all the way down the race to bring this horse back. He'll be back for a Queen Elizabeth, taking on Animo on day 2 of the championships. 3, 7, 2 and 8. 22.36 the race time, 33.78. Here comes this world-renowned rider, bringing back his 169th Group 1 winner, Ryan Moore. Corey, you've ridden against Ryan Moore. You've seen him ride all over the world. Given the situation here today, that might have been one of his easiest Group 1 wins.
Looking at that, yeah, the overseas stayers come over here. They're strong. They'll run all day, but this jockey Ryan Moore, you can take him anywhere in the world and he'll adapt straight away. That's the good thing about these, world-class jockeys. That's what they need to do. They need to adapt to the situation, and that's exactly what he done here today. Obviously, he likes, riding in those longer distance races, but he's a world-class, this job.
And Dylan Gibbons can say, I got close to winning a Group 1 and it took Ryan Moore to beat me.
Correct. I felt a little bit sorry for Dill because I thought today was going to be today, but to run into something like that was special.
Okay. We're just waiting for Izzy to come back after walking this horse Dubai on her back. And Anamo's waiting in his stalls to take on the George Ryder. He's coming up next. And all going well, and he runs well today, Anamo. This is his biggest stumbling block in the Queen Elizabeth. So let's get through the rider first. Dubai Honours had his lead-up run.